Hello.
Hey, what's up, everybody?
How's it going, guys?
We're here.
I feel like I don't know if I wore this in our last live or our
Probably.
last video,
Probably.
but I wear this a lot. So, and you
I feel
wear
like
that.
I've been wearing the Scream Factory shirt for like a week now. I have washed it, though.
You have been wearing the crap out of that shirt.
Yeah, I have. But yeah, what's up, everybody? We're here on a Monday night to deliver to you the movie news. And we've got, some cool topics to talk about tonight.
Yeah.
We got the Barbenheimer craze that's been going on over the weekend.
Yep.
Even caught a hold of me.
It did.
Because I ran to go see Oppenheimer last night after work, and I don't think I've done anything like that since 2019. So
yeah, it did.
It
got Ken. So
it got me. But we haven't seen Barbie yet, but we're going tomorrow.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is right. Okay. Well, you want to get into the chat?
Go ahead and get into the chat.
All right.
Well, before we get into it, though, hit that like button. There's 36 people in here. And I think there was only like 14 likes or something. So that's always nice. Hit the like button. Helps us out. Helps out the live stream.
And it's just such an easy thing to do.
It is.
To support.
It is.
All right, let's get into the chat. We got Dimension Scott in the chat. Hello there, you two. It's time for another new Monday Live.
Dimension.
Right. How's it going? We got Emmett. Hey, I just saw your reaction on Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I did a little short on our channel, and you said, "Why'd you do a short on there without me?"
No, I just it threw me off because I didn't know you did it.
Yeah.
And I got onto our account and I saw your face and I'm like, what is this crap?
Yeah, I'll talk all about the theater experience and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Here shortly.
And I mean, he's told me a little bit, but I'm kind of like going to be hearing it.
I didn't want to tell you anything.
Yeah.
And you like forced it out of me last night.
Yeah. We got Adrian in the chat. Hello there, you two movie lovers. How's it going, Adrian? We have Collector Movie Man. Hey, Ken and Michelle. How's it going?
What's up?
We got Mike in the chat. Hey, everyone. How's it going, Mike?
What's up, Mike?
We got Marius. Absolute madness. And what does Ken think about them censoring that scene in the countries? Happy Monday.
Yeah. So Florence Pugh is naked in the movie a couple times.
Oh, I like how you left that part out.
I thought I told you.
No.
I definitely talked about it last night on the live stream.
Oh, definitely.
And with other people. Yeah. Yeah.
Why do you say
because
it like
it scarred me for life. I was like Al Bundy in the movie theater. My eyes.
She's like fully nude?
Not fully nude. Just, her boobs.
Oh.
But they covered it up in other countries. Like they digitally like put a blanket in.
Oh,
I don't
really?
think they wanted to show it.
Oh, wow.
But it's whatever. I mean, it's other countries. So I mean, censoring is, okay in some other places.
Wow, that's interesting. Yeah, didn't know that. Hey, don't know if you saw the message last night, but I told you everything I pre-ordered. I pre-ordered Nightmare Before Christmas, Carlito's Way, the Arrow box set, UK box set of The Exorcist. Cool.
Nice. There's some good stuff coming.
And also the Sleepy Hollow Steelbook, the Arrow box set of Black Hat, and then I pre-ordered 2 games, Metal Gear Solid Trilogy Remastered.
They remastered Metal Gear Solid. There you go.
For the PS5.
Those are your games right there.
In the new Assassin's Creed game. Cool.
Remember when the demo disc came out for Metal Gear 2 and you played it?
Sorry, I'm still reading comments.
I'm sorry.
I do. We literally just talked about this
it's a joke.
with my brother. Let's see. We got Johnny in the chat. What's up, cool kids? How's it going, Johnny?
What's up, Johnny?
And make sure to go blow up that like button. That's right.
Oppenheimer,
the like button. Let's see. Retribution 0. It's like the Jericho countdown clock.
That's what we need, the Jericho countdown clock.
I don't know if I know what it looks like. We got Magic Hands. What's up, everyone? We got The Ring. Howdy. How's it going? Got David. Hi, Ken and Michelle. Hope you're both doing great.
What's up,
yeah,
David?
I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel very good.
She doesn't.
But I have like a headache and I just like feel unwell. But
yeah.
Hopefully,
so you'll start puking after the live stream, then I'll start puking tomorrow, and
I hope not. I hope not. Hopefully
Yeah.
it's just, I'll
You're
wake
always
up.
y'all bringing sicknesses into this house all the time, and I'm sick of it.
Hopefully.
And I got
I feel
ants
better in the
crawling all
morning.
over me. Before the stream, I literally found 3 ants crawling on me.
Yeah, he just
And I
took
can't
her.
figure out where they're coming from.
Well, you did go outside.
I did, but it's like
Don't
I
make
don't
it
ever
just sound
usually
like.
have that problem.
Yeah, the ants are in full force today. Let's
Might have
see.
ants in my pants.
We got John Doe Juggalo. Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Maybe we also just got a storm.
Yeah.
So maybe like they were coming out because they knew it was about to storm.
Everything was it feels like everything converges right before we go live. It's like a massive storm.
Oh, absolutely.
I got ants all over me. You're feeling sick.
It's like pretty much the universe is like, no, you're not going live, but hey, we're here.
Yeah.
Emmett, when will you do the Oppenheimer review? Ken didn't mean to brag. He's going to do it right now. Well, not right now, but tonight he's going to do his review.
I mean, I'm not going to do a standalone video because Michelle would hate it if I did a video by myself on this channel.
Whatever.
And I'm not going to do it on my channel unless, when the 4K comes out, I'll probably talk about it. But so yeah, I'm just going to talk about it tonight on the live stream.
We got Tony in the chat. Hi, Michelle and Ken. I hope you have been having a great day.
What's up, Tony?
Just people saying hi to each other. We got Paul in the chat. Hey, from the UK, working a 12-hour night shift. This will help pass the time. Entertain me.
Entertain me.
It's a lot of pressure.
Are you not entertained?
We got Mama Blu-ray in the chat. Hi, Ken and Michelle. How's it going, Mama? Always cutting her short, Ken. Always.
Yeah.
He's always cutting me short.
Sorry.
And I just
deal with it.
I refuse to get used to it. We got Sarah in the chat. Ken and Michelle, how's it going, Sarah? We got Huck. Howdy to the power couple. I see your graphics are rocking the Barbie pink. That's right.
Yeah. A little ticker I got at the bottom.
I do like the pink. And I'm not really a pink kind of gal, but I do.
But you are this week.
I am this week. Adrian saying hiya.
I don't care if y'all are throwing up all over the place. We're going to see Barbie tomorrow.
Sarah's watching Monday Night Raw.
Well, turn off Monday Night Raw and start watching Monday Night Media.
David says, do you both have a favorite summer in recent years that was your favorite for movie releases?
That's a good question.
That is a good question. I can never remember what comes out, so.
It definitely wasn't the summer of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it's tough. It has to be a recent one, though.
It might be this year.
Yeah, it might be this year. No, it's not going to be this year. Maybe 2017 was pretty good. Baby Driver, Spider-Man, Wonder Woman. It was a pretty good summer. I feel like summers more often than not like disappoint. I just feel that way. Like
because there's like all that summer blockbuster pressure.
Yeah.
Sarah finally went and saw Mission Impossible for her birthday. Awesome.
Nice.
We got Maria in the chat. Hey, Monday Night Media Live. All right. That's right. Thanks for being here, Maria. Yeah, Mama Blu-ray is here.
Awesome.
Mike said, did you grab the Exorcist box, Ken?
I absolutely did.
You look like you're about to get up and get it or something.
No, I pre-ordered it.
Okay,
It just came out today.
Okay. Gotcha.
And it's already sold out. So
Tony says, hope you feel better, Michelle. Thank you, Tony. Me too. I get to play a fun game almost every day. I mean, I've talked about like my anxiety struggles. So I always get to play a game of, am I really sick or is it just my anxiety?
Yeah.
So that's fun. Uncle Tony. It's funny. Daniel says, Ken, I'm warning you right now. The Barbie movie is trash.
That's okay. As long as my wife and daughter enjoy it, I'm fine.
Right.
I don't see how I won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But.
Well, I saw on your stream last night, you were like, Ryan Gosling's in it. And you're like, I actually have a man crush on him.
Yeah, you're worried about Florence Pugh. Like, come on. Ryan Gosling. That's who you should be worried about.
Yeah. Maria says, I did watch Barbie. It's cute and funny.
Maria liked it. You know.
We got Douglas in the chat. Hello, Michelle and Ken. There is only 2 movies that I will be getting next month. All right.
Nice.
I hope you feel better soon, Michelle. Thank you, David.
Good for the wallet.
Don't feel bad, Michelle. I have a bad headache till this week. In Michigan, it's supposed to be 95 on Wednesday, and Thursday is supposed to be 100. Yeah, I saw something. I saw like an article or something that was talking about just like the heat wave everywhere, which surprisingly, it's not been as hot here.
Yeah.
It's been in like the 80s, but like we had some pretty hot days. I feel better, Michelle. Thank you, guys. Everyone reading my comments and everyone's channel. Awesome. It's always nice when people are, acknowledging.
We try to read most of them.
I think Barbie is like marmot. Marmot?
I don't know what marmot is.
It's either you love or hate it.
Is that a type of food, Adrian?
Marmot?
Marmalade?
I don't know. Oppenheimer is the first Nolan film in a while to be rated R. Isn't that cray-cray, says Ethan.
Yeah, they had to get those topless scenes in there.
I know, right? They were super important to the story. Like, I'm curious, like, why? In a 3-hour movie, they just had to show her titties. I don't get it.
I mean, it was tastefully done.
Was
tastefully
it? Okay.
as
so
Florence Pugh can be showing them off.
Ken's a Florence Pugh fan now.
No, I'm not.
I got a surprise when I got home today. What was it? Alex says, sup people, don't let Ken get the Friday the 13th steelbook. There will likely be a full 4K boxed set eventually.
I'm probably not going to get that.
Plainview says, I think Barbie probably falls in line with The View in terms of messaging. It's not just the messaging, but the whole meta thing is wearing thin with me. That includes the later Scream movies. All right.
Yeah. I'll see. We're going to see it tomorrow. We'll decide.
I hated Barbie ever since I was a kid.
Well, damn.
We got Deadly Spooky in the chat. Hello, Kenny and Michelle. How's it going, Deadly?
What's up, Deadly Spooky?
Barbenheimer surpassed Mario. Michelle is so sad. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
We got like 8 news topics about the box office and records. And
there were definitely a lot of records broke this weekend.
Yeah.
You feeling under the weather? Well, Michelle, thank you, Sarah.
But ultimately, if that's what got people out to the movies, I don't really care if the movies are, great or not.
Well, we're gonna talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
Akeem, Barbie wasn't that bad.
That would be Akeem
Patterson. You don't know. But
I
do remember.
Let me know if I'm right, Akeem. He was.
Are you the one that works at Disney?
Yeah, I've seen him in other people's chats.
Yeah, I remember him, but Akeem, sometimes you don't say things right all the time either.
I don't say things right like almost 100% of the time.
We got Cal in the chat. What's up, guys? How's it going? I ordered too much today. Exorcist box set, dual steelbook, the 2 cheap TerraVision titles on Vinegar Syndrome, and I am supposed to be taking a break from ordering.
Well, they won't let us take a break.
It does not sound like you took a break.
Yeah, they won't.
You guys have like no self-control.
They won't let us. They want to fly all these things out that are super limited, and it's like you got 2 hours to order, and then it's gone forever.
But listen, there is if you're a responsible adult, there's a point where you're like, I would love to have this, but I'm responsible, so I'm not going to order it. Like, do you know how much crap I want on a daily basis, but I just don't get it?
I was that way for years, and I never got in debt, never any of that stuff.
Okay.
So now I'm running wild, baby.
Okay. I used to pull the heads off my Barbie dolls.
Nice.
You're like a Sid from Toy Story. Wow, get your own ideas.
Jinx, now you gotta buy me a Coke.
Do you own any movie undies? I have. What's SW?
Star Wars.
Oh, okay, Star Wars and Batman. I do not.
Yeah, I used to a while ago.
Comedy is definitely subjective, but for me, Barbie is the funniest movie I've seen in a long time. So many laughs for me.
Huck liked it.
I'm hoping to go see Indiana Jones and Oppenheimer in theaters.
Nice.
Marmot is made from yeast extract. You can have it on toast. Really? We didn't even know what it was. Michelle, I got new movies from Ty Lord? Blu-rays and physical media movies. I didn't know if it was like the name of a place you guys order physical media. You know, I don't know my physical media.
Ty Lord's is a great store.
I'm getting excited for the Haunted Mansion and Meg 2 coming out. Can't wait to hear Owen Wilson say, "Wow, a ghost. Wow."
Wow, there's a ghost.
It's great. Yeah, I gotta say, I think I don't know if we're gonna like after Barbie. I feel like I'm kind of done with the movies for a little bit.
Babe, we have a movie channel. You can't be done with the movie.
No, I meant like the movie theater.
Oh. No, we need to see a Haunted Mansion. Come on.
I don't know.
Get your crap together.
Doesn't that
come out next weekend?
We went for like a month straight.
No, that's this Friday, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a July movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. There's just like too much. I mean, obviously we don't have to see it straight away, but
yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be very hot this summer. Winter might be canceled this year due to the heat. This year, Michelle, chicken noodle soup is in the works for you.
Nice.
Ken's not gonna make me chicken noodle soup.
I think he was saying he was. He's gonna bring it over.
No, he's saying that's what I need.
Oh, okay. I'll make it for you.
He'll give me like the Campbell's.
What's wrong with Campbell's?
Hey,
that's like the best chicken noodle soup there is.
The little like chicken chunks though are disgusting. I always pick them out.
Yeah, but those are what cure the cold.
No.
Those little
Everyone should try going to the theaters for $5 ticket Tuesdays. Yeah.
Do they still have those like anywhere? Because I haven't seen it in a while.
I saw Oppenheimer movie on Friday, and I had to sit right up front with a full movie theater.
I wish I would have got the front row. I didn't.
I would never pay to watch a film built around hating women, even if I was extremely angry with women, because I don't think I would be able to find entertainment value in it. Yeah. Well, to be fair, you don't always know what a movie is going to be about or like focused on or like what the message is going to be until you watch it yourself, because, you know, sometimes it's about interpretation.
Yeah.
You know, obviously word of mouth, like it's getting around that Barbie's, you know, very feminist or whatever. And I mean, I'm going to be honest, like I'm a woman, obviously. And I like usually haven't really been one for like feminism and stuff. You know, I've always just been of the, I don't know, I might think of it weirdly, but I've just always been of the mindset of, I don't need some kind of movement to tell me how like badass I am as a woman. You know what I mean? Like
you're already there. You don't need the movement.
I don't know. Like I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how to.
You've always believed that women belong in the kitchen.
No, that is 1,000% not what I think at all. Do you know what I mean though? Like I've never like felt the need to.
Do you feel that maybe you feel that way because you've been allowed to have so much freedom with me as your husband? You were very fortunate in getting
Doesn't that sound like
you know,
sexist,
I've been
though?
in the kitchen.
You gave me freedom, like what?
Well, yeah, in a way that is. I'm not saying I gave it to you. I don't, you know, care about things.
I don't know. I don't like making things about like
I've always cooked,
your sex,
done housework,
or your
stuff like that, you know.
Right. Yeah. I don't know. But anyway, I've never been like a, you know, into all that stuff. Usually I'm just kind of like,
maybe if you were suppressed like some women, you know.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I guess I just I don't know. But so it will be interesting to see what I'm going to think about the movie. Like, is it going to annoy me? Will I like resonate with it in some way? You know, there is a part of me like seeing some of the humor and stuff. There's a part of me that thinks that it might be a little too like corny or silly, you know, like I've seen like some kind of bit of Ryan Gosling singing.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of like, okay, that's going to be kind of kind
here
of
for it. I'm
silly.
excited for it.
But yeah, so anyway, it's gonna be interesting. But I mean, at the same time, like I don't like to, throw hate at any like, like saying like, oh, men suck, like they don't.
Well, I've seen movies where people say that the movie's built around hating men or whatever, and then I watch it and I don't interpret it that way.
Right.
I've seen a lot of movies like that.
Like Men?
Like Men for sure, yeah.
Right.
I thought Men was pretty equal. It showed equal sides
Right.
of, wrongdoing in the relationship.
Yeah.
So I would never take anybody seriously that told me not to see a movie because of
But
that.
I mean, also,
But if I see it and I think that, and I think it's a little too over the top, then I'll say it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're kind of getting into like our topic really, but with Barbie, it's kind of like, okay, like honestly though, what are you expecting from it? Like it's literally Barbie.
I think a Barbie movie should make men feel uncomfortable.
Like it's Barbie, and if you think about it, Barbie, it gets into the whole, this is how a woman should look.
Yeah.
And I don't even know who like created Barbie. Was it a man? I don't know.
More than likely.
Yeah. So it's like, and it's crazy too because the Barbie song, of course, has blown up, and there's like different versions of it and stuff too, and whatever. But have you ever actually listened to the words in the Barbie song?
No, I don't listen to words.
I was listening to it today, in the car on the way when we went school supply shopping, and like the words in it kind of makes me not like the song anymore because it is like very like, what's the opposite of feminist? Like it's like very man driven or whatever. Like it's talking about, you can brush my hair, undress me everywhere.
Yeah.
And it talks about like getting down on your knees.
Yeah.
And it talks about it's like all the stuff that he wants to do to Barbie, basically. So anyway, it is kind of interesting, So I don't know. Like growing up, I never like heard all of the inappropriate or like sexualness to the song, but it actually is.
Well, a lot of the older songs are extremely sexual. They just use a lot of innuendo and
right.
It was all under the surface.
Yeah.
Nowadays, songs would just be like "F me here," blah blah.
Yeah, you always talk about
suck
that.
on my blah blah. They're just straight up say whatever they want.
I'll read a few more comments. Do you foresee any movie with a big opening the rest of the year? No.
Possibly one we'll talk about later, but I won't be one of them.
Really? There is no way that's going to be a big opening. Come on.
Other than that, no, I can't honestly think of one. I don't know of any other like big budget movies that are coming out the rest of this year. A lot of stuff's getting pushed, like maybe Dune, but Dune got pushed, I'm pretty sure, didn't it?
It did.
Yeah.
Yep. Are we going? You have these in order?
Let's start with the box office.
The bottom?
Baby. Let's do it. Let's talk about this thing. This is exciting.
How do we want to look?
Any way you want.
I don't like that.
Dress me anywhere. Undress me anywhere.
All right.
Barbie.
Let's start this formally.
All right.
In case we want to take a clip. A clip later.
We might take a clip later.
All right.
But this is the weekend box office.
Hold on.
All right. Go
pause.
ahead.
Okay, pause. All right. Let's get into the box office results.
Okay, go ahead.
No, this is all you, honey. You love these box office numbers.
All right. Well, look, I brought some numbers today. I wrote some stuff down.
Thank God.
Or typed it in, so I would
Ken
better know what I'm talking about.
Ken is prepared.
But yeah, we'll get into it later, just all the records and stuff. But this was a very fruitful weekend for the box office. At the theater, Barbenheimer delivered. The hype delivered.
It
got people out.
Did.
It got people excited. There's people that I work with that don't usually talk about movies and going to the movies.
Right.
we talk about movies, but they don't talk about being excited to go out and see like the latest
Yeah.
movie. And they're like, I feel like I got to go see both of these movies.
Right.
I got to see Oppenheimer and I got to see Barbie. So
yeah,
Barbie, I think we talked about last week, maybe cracking 100. Like I felt like it had that momentum.
Yeah.
But going into this weekend, they were talking about 20 million previews on Thursday night. And
right.
then the biggest opening day of the year. It surpassed Mario. I'm sorry. And I was like, man, this thing has got some momentum. And then we heard it was going to make 150 million opening weekend.
Right.
And it has settled on 162 million opening weekend, which is insane. Like we haven't seen a movie do these kind of numbers, since like I think Spider-Man No Way Home. Maybe?
And also, let me add that Mario came out on a Wednesday. Barbie came out on a Thursday. So it even had one less day and still made a lot more.
Yeah, it shattered expectations. People, I you know what I think it is? I think that people
don't you take my thought.
These underserved characters is what I was gonna say. There's not a Mario and Barbie. People were starved.
Oh yeah.
For these characters on the screen.
Well, I think I shared.
They got a Mario movie in the '90s, but it was not so great. Kind of disappointed people, but they wanted a legitimate Mario film and they wanted a legitimate Barbie film, and they were just excited to see these two IPs on the screen.
Well, I think I shared something that was talking about how it's proof that people want something like original, instead of like the sequels over and over and
and I mean not necessarily like original, because obviously these are based on existing IPs, but the first time ever being put out, and it's something different. So I just think that people were excited, and like I said, it got built up into this whole thing with it and Oppenheimer. And
okay, so keep going.
Oppenheimer. This is the one that honestly probably surprised me the most, and honestly, I don't want to bring Barbie down or anything like that, but 82 million for Oppenheimer is very impressive, especially considering it's a 3-hour movie.
Right.
82 million for Oppenheimer. I was thinking this movie would make like 40, 50 million.
Right.
With the hype. So that's incredibly impressive numbers. And I mean, obviously the IMAX experience and the fact that you have to get out to the theater to see this really drove it. But I am curious, like, how much crossover is there between Barbie and Oppenheimer? Like, I wonder if we'll ever get those statistics, like who went to go do both of those movies in the same weekend. I would definitely be curious to find that out. But incredible weekend. Both of these movies together in their opening weekend. This is just domestically. We'll talk about, worldwide here in a second. Did 244 million. Yeah. So, I mean, that's it's an incredible weekend for the box office. It kind of makes me think that everybody was waiting for these two movies. That's why every other movie this year's done so poorly.
Yeah.
But just incredible. And coming in at number 3 is The Sound of Freedom.
Yeah.
Which is so surprising again, because I expected Mission Impossible to be in this spot.
I know. Crazy.
And it is not in this spot. The Sound of Freedom. $20 million. I think it made 27 million last weekend or something. And this movie's got legs and it's taken off and it's got word of mouth. I've heard people at work also talking about this movie.
Yeah, I mean,
want to go see it.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, it actually is getting me to maybe want to go see it.
Yeah.
But Sound of Freedom. I got down 19.8 million domestic, and it's made 124 million total. Domestic, and let me get into a few more before we switch it. Mission Impossible 7 made 19.3 million, so it was right below Sound of Freedom, but it still made less.
Crazy.
This was a 66% drop for Mission Impossible 7. And when we talked about this last week, we even did a little clip video.
Right.
Everybody was saying got some legs, some opportunity. I think it's done. It's pretty much dead in the water right now.
Right. I think so.
And I knew it was going to run into Barbie and Oppenheimer and kind of lose some steam, a lot of steam. And it has. I mean, 66%, like that's not good. That's what usual like Marvel movies suffer, like in the first weekend drop.
Right.
But this, for Mission Impossible, it only made 57 million opening weekend. Yeah. It sucks. I mean, it's a great movie. I really enjoyed Mission Impossible 7. So, but I just, like you said, they timed it all wrong. I don't think that Tom Cruise anticipated Barbie and Oppenheimer being such juggernauts.
Right. I definitely think they underestimated what like the phenomenon that was going to happen with those two movies.
Yeah, and I mean, it's not over yet. I think the movie will end up making its money back, but it's not going to be an overwhelming success. It's not going to make a huge profit like Top Gun Maverick. So to say that the movie is a success just because it broke even, I don't think so. This has to be extremely disappointing for Paramount and the studios for sure, and Tom Cruise.
Yeah,
I'm sure is very disappointed. But he has to respect the game, you know. I mean, Barbie, Oppenheimer, they put on some cinematic achievements there. But it made 118 million total domestic right now. And he didn't see Sound of Freedom coming either. Sound of Freedom currently has made more at the box office than Mission Impossible 7.
Wow.
Domestically. And Mission Impossible 7 made 371 million worldwide so far. So it has gotten over its budget, but it's got to get past advertising and all that stuff to make its money back. Indiana Jones Dial of Destiny, 6.7 million, came at number 5. 155 million total domestic, 336 million worldwide. So it's just surpassed its budget. So that movie is going to take a loss for sure because it's almost done with its theatrical run. Insidious: The Red Door, 6.6 million. In its third weekend, 71 million total domestic, 156 million worldwide. So that movie's doing insanely well. I'm sure it was, wasn't it budgeted like 15 million or something?
I can't remember.
So that movie's going to make a ton of money for Sony. And Elemental, 5.7 million domestic, 137 million total domestic, and 358 million worldwide for that movie. But Oppenheimer, getting back to it, worldwide has made, I told you I got a lot of numbers.
Too many numbers.
Oppenheimer has made 180 million worldwide this weekend, and Barbie made 356 million worldwide this weekend.
Crazy.
So about $500 million for both of those worldwide. And it's not a Marvel movie. It's not a Star Wars movie. It's not an Avatar movie.
Yeah.
So it's nice to see, to me, different movies, killing it at the box office.
Yeah.
I'm tired of the Marvel superhero crap. I want different stuff.
Yeah, for sure.
I realized that last night when I saw Oppenheimer. It just felt nice.
All right. Well, there's our box office numbers.
Yeah. We got more to do with the box office, but we'll get into it.
Ken really got into that.
I like the box office stuff.
Let's see. So, do you just want to just keep going off of this?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Whatever you want to share next. I'll let you take the lead on these.
So, again, just continuing off, we'll kind of talk a little bit about all of these records that were broken. So, this was apparently the best weekend in movies since Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
And when did that come out? 2018?
That came out April of 2019.
19. Okay. Yeah. And so
that made, if I remember correctly, that made 350 million opening weekend.
Gotcha. And I mean, that would have been
just in the US.
Right. And I mean, that was several years ago when I feel like we hadn't, hit that superhero fatigue yet.
That was the peak.
Yeah.
I don't think it'll ever get that high again.
Right.
So yeah, that was the peak.
So crazy indeed. And like we said earlier, it's a lot of continuation. Our topics are a lot of the same thing. Let's see. I'm gonna go to. I don't know if I should do all the
yeah, do them all first.
Should I do all the Barbie stuff first? Because this is kind of the main topic to me.
Yeah, do the Barbie stuff first, and then we'll get into Oppenheimer, and I can talk about the movie.
Okay. All right. Well, so this was like the main thing I wanted to talk about. But like we said, Barbie, 155 million. And this was, not only was that a significant number in general, but it broke a record.
Yeah.
For Greta, she broke a record for a film being directed by a woman. It was the largest opening.
Yeah.
For a woman director. And so, again, I'm not trying to like shove feminism down.
Be careful now. Don't be talking
anyone's throat. But
doing well.
it's still pretty cool. And I mean, she has to feel pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean, she deserves it.
Yeah.
She has directed 2 really great movies, in my opinion, and that led her to this moment. And she did a great job of directing this movie. Obviously, a lot of people are enjoying it, the promotion, and obviously, it got a little bit of a push with the promotion and the Barbenheimer stuff. But
I was gonna say, I definitely, we haven't seen the movie yet, so. And I definitely don't want to just say that this was all her. Like, she definitely had the help of the peeps.
It wasn't Margot Robbie. Margot Robbie's box office poison. She's been a part of many bombs. This has to be a record for her, highest grossing. Well, yeah, actually, I think it has to be, because Suicide Squad did not make this much, the first one.
But so I was just going to kind of talk about how kind of just the whole Barbenheimer phenomenon, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know another name for it, but the I can't even say the
Barbenheimer.
I can't even say the word anymore. We're all going to be so damn tired of Barbie and Oppenheimer by the end of this, but if you're not already tired of it. But I think that I think it kind of says something about like our society as well, like with these numbers, this success or whatever. I feel like this kind of just became like a trending thing, and people just eat that shit up. Whenever you see something trending on TikTok or whatever, it's like the younger generation, it just like explodes. And so people just want to like be a part of it. And they're just like, like for instance, the Grimace milkshake thing. It's like when something just takes off like that, it's like everybody wants to be a part of it, and it's just everywhere all at once, everything everywhere all at once. And so I definitely think that this, I wish I knew who like thought of this, like who was the first person to like make this whole Barbenheimer thing a thing? Like, who was the first person to make like one of the graphics, of like her and him? And
it started a couple months ago.
Like, who started it? Because I would just love to know who.
And that's free marketing, because all that was done by the people. Like, they had nothing to do with that.
That's what I'm saying. Like this, it just like exploded. Yeah. And so I definitely think just the people really took off with the whole idea of, I want to be a part of this Barbenheimer thing. And it's like, I hate to say it, but I feel like there probably was a lot of people who maybe didn't even really care about the movies.
Yeah.
They just wanted to be a part of like the hype of it. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, look, the movie, you have to, like, you can't contribute all the success to Greta Gerwig, obviously. I think a lot of the success has to do with just the marketing team and the marketing of this movie, the colorful posters, the trailers. And this movie could easily have just fallen under the radar and just been some generic Barbie movie that they put out and we all forgot about. But now we're going to remember it, and it did so well. And I just think that the trailers, the marketing, the star power, and it seems like she made a good movie. I mean, the movie has like an 80-something% on Rotten Tomatoes. So a lot of the critics are saying it's a good movie. Again, I've seen some people hating on it, but we'll judge for ourselves when we see it tomorrow. But
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, incredible. And also Ryan Gosling, I got to point that out as well. He is also not a box office draw. He doesn't do a ton of blockbuster movies. And now has to be his highest grossing movie of all time too.
Which is funny because he's not in
superhero movies or anything like that.
Well, it's just funny though, because you said that about Margot Robbie and you're saying it about him. And it's like, even though they may not be like box office
big box office successes. Yeah.
Right. People still love them. Like, they're still favorites, like fan favorites. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's kind of interesting.
It's kind of weird. It's just, Gosling's done a lot of independent stuff the last 10 years. Like, he really took a different turn with his career. And Robbie's done a lot of studio stuff, but she's done a few independent movies as well. I mean, she pretty much got started on Wolf of Wall Street with Leonardo DiCaprio. So
yeah, but again, I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, all of the records that have been broken, and you
Yeah,
know,
I think it's cool.
and also I think that it's, you know, as far, I forget her last name, Greta
Gerwig.
Gerwig, is that how you say it? You know, I think because we found out that she's going to be directing a new Narnia movie or Narnia movies.
Yeah, she's gonna, follow the model of some indie films and then progresses into big budget studio films that a lot
Right,
of
but
directors
I was
fall
going to
into.
say that, you know, hopefully, like, you know, people remember, you know, I don't know how long in the future that's going to be, you know, probably a while, especially with the strike and everything going on, but you know, people are going to remember Barbie, and you know, hopefully Narnia will be successful for her as well. I mean, you know, we haven't really talked about her other movies, but you know, she had Lady Bird, and
which I need to rewatch Lady Bird. I didn't love it the first time I watched it. It's still a
yeah,
really good movie. I just didn't fully
and
connect
then
with it.
The Little Women.
I love Little Women.
That was a great, like, that was one of those.
That was like right when the pandemic started,
Yeah,
and we
it was
watched
just
it.
like one of those.
It's like a feel good movie.
Yeah, it's just like a simple, like, kind of feel good movie. I mean, like, there's definitely some sad stuff in it.
Wholesome.
But also,
you know?
I was going to go off of that. I mean, when you look at the movies that she's done, they are about women, you know? And so, again, it's just kind of.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that, you know?
No, I mean, she is a woman. And so, and, you know, we talk about, you know, being represented in film, no matter what it is. And
yeah, y'all need to chill out there. You know, whoever's getting upset, women
but
deserve
also,
to have stories told too.
well, yeah,
them.
but like also,
It's
you know,
fine.
she is a woman, so it makes
You don't
sense
like
that
it, you don't like it.
she knows how to represent a woman, you know,
Yeah.
or
And, you know, this is nothing new. There's been female directors since freaking, I don't know when the first female director started.
well,
but
I think what people's, again,
Slumber
without
Party Massacre was directed by a woman.
Yeah.
You know.
Let's not compare that garbage with other, but
well, I watched a special feature on that real quick that did resonate with me, because a lot of the girls that were on set of that movie talked about how they were more comfortable being naked in front of a female director.
Well, no
because
shit.
Of the, you know, because she had the female gaze, you know. So I thought that was kind of resonated.
What does female gaze mean?
It's
not
a thing.
being lusted after.
Yeah.
I don't.
Or maybe they were. You don't know.
I don't know that it was a female gaze, but I hadn't heard that expression.
It is a term in film.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I just think it's pretty cool. So anyway, you distracted me with your female gaze and Slumber Massacre. I was gonna say something else.
And also,
oh, I know what I was gonna say. Sorry, you can just forget what you're going to say.
I won't say
but
it.
I think from what I hear, again, we haven't seen Barbie yet, guys, but from what I hear, people were just kind of not liking Barbie because it's not just about, you know, like women and representing them and stuff, but I guess some people were saying that they were kind of just making all men look like they were bad. And so I get that. Like, I definitely don't like something that just paints one picture. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I would, you know, I could understand frustrations with that if they just make, like, I've heard that they make all the Ken Barbies look kind of like they're stupid and don't know anything, or I don't know.
Well,
so we'll see. We'll see.
You know what? Movies have been offending men since the 80s, because I was offended by Mr. Mom.
Right? I don't know how to take care of my kids.
That doesn't know how to pick up his kids from school. I know how to pick up my kids from school.
Yeah, I mean,
Make
it's
dinner.
It's
I like
everywhere.
that movie a lot, though. I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can be offended by anything, honestly, if you think about it too hard. We got a super chat, though, coming in from D. Duvall, 59. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Watched Oppenheimer twice this weekend. Holy shit. What a fabulous and terrifying movie. That 4K is going to look incredible. Will it have shifting aspect ratios? Tenet, Dunkirk. I can't say it. Dunkirk. And Interstellar didn't. Oh, that's lame. Yeah, thank you so much. Are you? Well, you're not talking about Oppenheimer yet, but are you excited to own this eventually?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm excited to rewatch it, because I probably won't go to theaters, of course, to see it again. So, but I will want to rewatch it, and hopefully you'll watch it with me.
Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay, let's see here. How do I go bigger again? I was gonna read some more chat.
You either go big or you go home.
You don't ever know either. I don't know why I'm asking you.
Boom.
Okay.
See, what you have to do is take it back to this one first, and then drop the image out.
Gotcha.
You drop it out first.
Pronounced Marmite. Okay. Gotcha.
Marmalade.
Tyler is a subscriber of mine. Okay. Vegemite. Careful with that stuff. Did I say that right? Vegemite?
Vegemite.
If there's a good Barbie movie out now, it's got to be a He-Man and Masters of the Universe movie. Mattel Toys may. Oh, okay.
That'd be cool. He-Man and Barbie crossover.
Vegemite sandwiches. What is Vegemite? I feel like I've heard of that before, but I don't know what it is.
That's a thing.
What is really cray-cray is that I haven't heard that in years. What are you laughing about?
Cray-cray. He's saying he hasn't heard cray-cray.
Oh, I haven't. What is really cray-cray is that I haven't. Okay, gotcha. Okay, gotcha. I would love a He-Man and the Masters of the Universe movie.
You got one, Adrian. That came out in the 80s.
Alex says, strong woman. We got Eternal Melancholy. Hi, you two. I went to the dentist today, and my dentist, who's in her 20s, watched Barbie and didn't like it. My friend went to see Barbie and loved it. Yeah, for sure.
I can't say nothing. I might hate it. So
yeah, I mean, I could too, honestly. I agree with you, Michelle. I don't need a movement either. Yeah.
You don't need no stinking movements.
A Thundercats movie would be great. I only have 4 movies left to see: Equalizer, 3 Killers of the Flower Moon, The Hunger Games prequel movie, and Napoleon. Does Napoleon come out this year?
Yeah, I think it's supposed to. It'll probably get shifted though, but
I've been getting comments from other subscribers. Very cool. Worry about oligarchy.
Oligarchy.
What's oligarchy?
I don't know. We're not that educated, Alex.
Clearly, I'm feeling like an idiot.
I couldn't even describe the female gaze.
I feel like the Barbie movie wasn't meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, these are movies, so
yeah. Let's see here. I know I saw somebody. We got Cody in the chat, dude who loves movies. Also, it was on your stream last night. That was a surprise for me. I did not know.
You weren't expecting the dude, were you?
I was not. I've been getting a lot of people telling me how god awful Barbie is, but I kid you not, 9 times out of 10 they haven't seen it yet. That bothers me. Yeah, for sure.
You can say that you don't want to see something, but you can't say it's god awful if you haven't seen it.
Well, yeah, I mean,
I say this, but I'm going to contradict myself at some point tonight. So,
what do you mean?
Just wait.
Okay.
With that state, I'll contradict myself.
Okay. Let's see. Oh man. Oh, it starred multiple.
You got multiple stars.
I got multiple stars. Thanks, Ken. Rule 1 of Marry Club: just smile and say yes, ma'am. Rule 2: sign up for no, ma'am.
No, ma'am. Wasn't that Married with Children?
I don't know. I don't remember. People just want to complain about something. Yeah, for sure. I never get movie men in my collection. Men is crazy. Michelle trying to explain self-control to Ken. He's not having it. Give me movies.
Give me movies.
Men are not the target audience of Barbie. Yeah, that's true. Like, it's literally
I've
about
heard a lot of men enjoy it, though.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And also, let's just talk about, like, being able to, like, sympathize. Like, just because a movie is not, like, made for you doesn't mean that you as a person cannot, like, sympathize or, like, find some part of you that can understand why someone else would maybe like it or feel, you know what I mean?
And I honestly don't think a movie has to be made for me to enjoy it. There's plenty of movies that aren't made for me, but I still watch them and I can take something from them.
Yeah,
I can still enjoy them on some level.
Yeah.
So I honestly appreciate the movies that aren't made for me.
But
because I like seeing different perspectives.
Yeah, but when there is a movie that you feel like was made just for you, where you feel you really take something personal from it, like those are like the best movies though, because I don't know, it just like, at least for me, and I mean I'm more of like an emotional being anyway.
Yeah, well, you are a woman,
so I mean there is a part of me that is excited. That was intentional, right?
It was.
Okay, yeah. I hope so.
For those in the chat that don't understand, I like to joke a lot. It's my way of easing the tension.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. The reason why Dune has been delayed because the actors can't go on tour to show it off and everything and on interviews.
Yeah.
The song is creepy.
Well, as we've seen with Barbie, though, marketing's important. So if you can't get your actors out there to promote the movie, then.
Oh, yeah. And it was really cool too with Barbie, like, Margot Robbie, she was like wearing all different kinds of Barbie outfits and stuff. Like it was, like you said, they really pulled out all
they made it fun.
Bells and whistles. Yeah. I've got a case of the Mondays and the only cure is more cowbell and Married with Media Live. And I'm all out of cowbell.
Oh yeah. I got a fever.
Gays would like Barbie. Would they though?
Maybe some of them wouldn't. Don't know,
thank you, Cody. That's right. Roundhouse, kick that like button. I have not bought a new release this month except Bo. Is that what that is? Bo and Hugo. People saying hi to Cody. If anything, these movies send the message want original stories, not sequels, and running existing IPs into the ground. Yes, for sure. Sarah likes action, horror, thriller. Oh, well, that sounds like everything. That's a lot of genres. I just got in Black Phone, $8 Blu-ray. Yeah,
I did too. I got it.
He said, "Thanks for the heads up."
I like that movie well enough to spend $8 to get it on Blu-ray.
There were so many people in the theater for Barbie. There were lines and lines.
Crazy.
Masters of all movies. As much as I complained about the later Scream sequels, I just blind bought Scream 6 upgrade in 4K and the blue for Sisu. We have a review for Sisu if you haven't seen it. Why is that word so hard to say? Sisu. All three will be first time watches. Which one should I see first? Ooh, let's see.
I would say Upgrade.
6, Upgrade, or Sisu.
I would say Upgrade's the best movie. I think Upgrade's a damn near masterpiece. I love it. And then Sisu.
I would say watch Scream 6 last.
Yeah, Scream 6 is the worst of those three.
Well, why are you doing it? Why?
I told him to watch the best. I said, watch Upgrade first.
But why do you think you should watch the best first?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
Yeah, you watch the best first.
Because then the best is over.
What if he didn't have time to get around to the other two? And they just sit on a shelf for 2 more
Well,
years?
I was just going to put them in order.
I want him to get Upgrade out of the way because it's a freaking awesome movie and you need to watch it.
Oh, my gosh.
Right away.
It's like good, but geez.
Do you like RoboCop? Do you like Terminator? Do you like movies like that? You'll love it.
I think people are tired of endless sequels right now. The Super Mario Brothers movie came out on Blu-ray on Monday here in the UK. Was women.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, didn't you say
out in the theaters?
Didn't you say that you saw a lot of?
There were so many girls and families and women and
wearing pink and stuff.
Wearing pink, and they looked like they were having the times of their lives.
Barbie made more money than Indy 5 and Mission Impossible.
And I just thought to myself, I'm so glad I'm not walking into the Barbie movie by myself right now. And I'm walking into Oppenheimer.
It's being astroturfed. Marketing for Barbie was $150 million alone. It still needs a second strong weekend.
Oh, it's going to kill it. But the budget shouldn't have been over $200 million, was it? Was it over 200? Probably. No,
he's talking about marketing.
Yeah, it was $150 million. So if that's the case, it already made its money back. It was $200 million to make.
Oh, I see.
It doesn't need anything at this point. I think it's going to continue to be strong. And
kind of a shame that Mission Impossible is dropping so fast.
There's nothing coming out except for Haunted Mansion. After in August is kind of dead.
It's over for the Mission Impossible franchise. Well, we know that they're still going to make part 2.
Yeah, Dead Reckoning Part 2.
Yeah.
It's not over. It's just this one cost them a lot to make.
Guys, just wait for the Expendables 4. It will blow these numbers out of the water. Haha, joke, of course, but it would be awesome.
Barbie's budget plus marketing is $300 million. That's already made its money back and then some.
Make sure you support both Kenergy and Michelle Energy by using your energy to smack that like button. I like that.
Smack it.
Let's see here. Why did middle-aged men watch Barbie? I don't know.
Because we wanted to.
Because they thought it looked funny.
Don't shame people for watching movies they want to watch. Come on,
Agreed
Marius.
with you, Ken. We got LJH Productions in the chat. Hey, guys.
Remember,
how's it going?
I saw Little Women in the theater by myself. Remember that.
Wow. Yeah, that doesn't bother me. Okay. I can't see myself ever going back to the movies unless someone buys my ticket. Just can't see myself getting excited enough for a newer movie.
Yeah.
Tired of Marvel, but excited for Barbie. What a world we live in. Disappointing level head.
I know, Cal. You're a superhero nut, though.
Wish we had gotten a 25th anniversary Saving Private Ryan this week.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
All right, I'm gonna let you take over.
Let me blow through these chats.
I gotta hydrate here.
Honestly, I'm very tired of Marvel. I've been a couple of years and was pretty excited for Barbie. Yeah, it's just too much, man. They killed it. Marvel killed it with all the TV shows. They really did. Too much stuff to feel like I got to keep up with. Yeah, it was 162 million. We talked about that in the box office. I don't understand how people are calling Barbenheimer original since Barbie especially is based on $1 billion OP. It's a newer movie.
Yeah.
So that's how it's
not
original.
That it created Barbie, but
Margot Robbie cannot pretend that she's a box office draw. She can. Yeah.
This is true.
Theater by us has $5 Tuesdays. Barbie, here we come. There we go. Barbie has the highest opening in the UK since Endgame. That's crazy. Let's see. We got a lot of stuff to talk about, so I'm probably gonna have to skip a couple. Hope you're okay with that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I'm not the biggest Nolan fan either. She can make a Never-Ending Story. It'd be good. Yeah, I wish somebody would remake Never-Ending Story. Actually, no, I don't. I, Tanya, still her best work. I love I, Tanya. I agree with you.
Wait, she did that?
I, Tanya?
Oh, Margot Robbie.
Yeah, I, Tanya is
that is good. Like I
is her best performance.
I don't even like recognize that it's her.
She should have won Best Actress for that.
She was good.
I like Frances McDormand and 3 Billboards, but it wasn't as good. I, Tanya has a good story. Yeah, a real life story. Thought there were no more genders. What am I missing? Says David James.
Yeah, well.
I'm offended by Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. How could I lose the kids in the yard? How could he lose the kids?
Right.
I've heard Barbie skewers both the left and the right equally, so I'm excited to see for myself. Some people have the blinders onto that because I feel like there's a lot of movies that take a center approach and will make fun of both sides, and then people only pay attention to them making fun of their side.
Yeah.
You guys are awesome. That is all. Thank you, Jim. We appreciate it. Have you seen the new Marvels trailer? Does anyone remember the cartoon Voltron? Would love to see that as a live-action movie. I do remember it, but I haven't seen it. Michelle is 100% correct with the statement she just made, and we will never know what that statement was.
I know, right?
All right. Everybody's clapping, though. Well said. Sympathize. Yeah. Yeah. Michelle, we'll have to clip that out, put it on, let it go viral in a short or something. Whatever you said. Artist objective, choose to watch it or not. Real easy, yeah. Explain the female gaze in the Bill Paxton voice. You see, when a female director, she's got the camera and she's gazing through it at these females' nude bodies.
Oh my God.
You can't explain it. You can't predict it. Kenny Levels, you can joke all you want, but if it goes down, you can't take Shelly. Fight night.
That's right.
Do you agree with that? What's up, Chandler? I watched Barbie because it looked hilarious and I'm comfortable with my sexuality, says the dude.
There you go.
Barbie was full of older gay men and girl teens. I was the only 19-year-old straight guy. Oh, really, Marius? So you did go see it. Let's see. I wish they would release a 4K never-ending story. I think they got one overseas, German. Kenny, you want to tell us about the missing Beetlejuice prop from the set of the sequel? Yeah, we actually do have that queued up, I think.
Yeah, he was messaging me about it.
Oh, the stream freezes for a few seconds.
Ew.
Yeah, I mean, we had a storm and stuff, so it's possible that could be affecting things. The Prestige is Nolan's best movie. Are they ever going to make a movie about $6 Million Man? Probably. Everything gets rebooted at some point.
All right, come on. I'm not feeling that great.
Uh-oh, what's wrong with you?
I don't know. Something about the computer is just like making me feel kind of.
It's rough with the lights.
Dizzy.
All right.
We did that one.
Well, let me.
Did you want to do the Exorcist first and then end with the Nolan?
No, I want to get into the Oppenheimer.
Okay.
Oppenheimer opens with $80.5 million. Okay, so this is Christopher Nolan's third best opening ever. And I think it's only behind the two Batman movies. So this is his highest opening movie that's not based on an IP.
Gotcha.
Based on historical event and a real life person, but it's not
Right.
based on comic book. So that is pretty cool.
Yeah.
And let's see, we'll go ahead and get into this. Oppenheimer was shot in just 57 days.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool. All right, so let me get into my thoughts on Oppenheimer.
Okay.
I'll make this a little bit bigger. I did, if I can figure it out. I did see it last night.
I don't know if that's going to work.
Well, son of a gun. I guess I'll just keep it like this. I did see it last night in a jam-packed theater. I was elbow to elbow with people. I saw it in IMAX, and I don't know what came over me. I just felt like I really need to see this movie. I texted you yesterday. I'm like, I'm going to go see Oppenheimer because if I wait till the week starts, I know I won't get out to the theater to see it. And I'll say it's probably my favorite Christopher Nolan movie.
Gotcha.
But I am saying that from somebody that's not a massive fan of Christopher Nolan. I don't worship the ground he walks on and say that every single movie he's ever done is a masterpiece.
Right.
But this is a very well done movie. It's a very well told story. I feel like I learned a lot in the movie, and the themes and the messaging is all there and it all hits. And by the time you're done with this film, you're just left cold sitting in the theater. And
I don't know if I would like that.
It's very impactful. The performances are mesmerizing. I think it's so cool that he gave, Cillian Murphy, who he's been working with on a number of films for the past 15, 20 years, the starring lead role, and he absolutely kills it. He should 100% be nominated for Best Actor, but he should probably win it as well. But again, I haven't seen everything that's coming out, so It's hard to say. He's excellent in the movie. Emily Blunt's excellent in the movie. Robert Downey Jr. is incredible.
I've heard a lot of people talk about him.
Proves to the world that he's more than just Iron Man. Like the guy can actually act, and he's been able to act. He's just there's so many people in this movie, and a lot of them are just in super small roles. And like I said, Josh Hartnett's in the movie. Yeah. And he's not even in the trailer. I didn't even know he was in it, but he actually has a pretty sizable role in the movie. Gary Oldman's in the movie in like a minute-long scene, but it's like one of the most impactful scenes of the entire movie. And you just get all of these like excellent actors showing up at all these like random moments. Matt Damon, I just seen is incredible in the movie. He's got 2 great performances this year with this and Air. Yeah. And just everything clicked for me with this film. It's very dialogue driven, but it moves at a really good pace. And it's just very fast and frantic with the dialogue. And you're just, they play with the timeline a little bit too. Like it moves forward, it moves backwards and stuff like that. But it's all centered around the making of the atomic bomb and leading up to the actual like testing of it. And that whole scene, the testing scene, was breathtaking. Like I told you, the music leading up to it, I was so tense, like I was gripping my palms, my heart was racing, like leading up to the actual like explosion. They just really make you feel it. Like they make you feel like you're there,
right?
Like watching it. So it's an incredible movie, and I absolutely loved it. And now I feel like it suffers from a lot of the same problems that Nolan's films suffer from. It's harder to connect to the actual like characters and relationships because everything is moving so fast paced. But that's really the only problem. And I want to rewatch it because I love the music and I think the score is amazing, but it's so loud and I could barely make out some of the dialogue in it.
Oh, really?
So I want to watch it again at home so I can make out more stuff. And I feel like maybe I might connect to some other things. As of right now, I'm not going to give it a perfect score. I give it a 4.5 out of a 5.
All right,
but
that's kind of
maybe
what
on
I
the
expected you to
rewatch
say.
over the years, it could grow on me. And like I said, it's neck and neck with Interstellar, but I would probably put this above Interstellar just because the way it made me think and feel at the end of it. And I just thought it was a freaking masterpiece, like all throughout.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, I really liked Interstellar.
Yeah, Interstellar is great. I don't connect well to Inception, and I think that all the Batman movies are good. I don't have an issue with them. It's just I don't think they're as great as some people make them out to be. But Oppenheimer is his masterpiece, and I think he killed it. So that's my review.
Awesome. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Let's see. Netflix gets 5.9 million subscribers after password sharing crackdown.
Yeah. I just thought that was interesting because, a lot of people were like threatening to cancel but really people were like, oh crap, I guess
Put your money where your mouth is.
Yeah. They're just like, I guess I'm going to get my own account.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. At least it shows that they did the right thing, by cracking down on people who steal. You're stealing people.
Speaking of stealing.
I shared this the wrong way.
Oh.
Let's do it. Let's talk about some Beetlejuice 2, a movie that I'm going to say is complete crap without ever seeing it.
You're going to be one of those.
I'm going to be one of those.
Yeah, so they're, in the process of filming the new Beetlejuice sequel, and apparently they're having some theft happening. People are stealing some props, and I guess they're not putting them up good enough or whatever.
They all went on strike, and they forgot about the props.
Yeah, so, the iconic statue from the first one, I guess they're gonna still have that in this one, and somebody's stolen it. So
yeah, that's that sucks. But you know what, you shouldn't have made the movie, so you get what you deserve.
Speaking of what they shouldn't make,
so I saw something interesting last night, and I wanted to. So The Exorcist came out with 3 new posters. Let me show them all off real quick. Can y'all see this Exorcist poster? We'll show off that one. And then we'll show off this one. And then we'll end on the final one. They're all in black and whites. And these all came out, I think, last Thursday. And when I saw them, I was like, oh, brother. And this thing's called The Exorcist Believer. First off, what do you think about that title?
I mean, I'm not like a Exorcist fan anyway.
Yeah.
But Believer, I mean, no. It kind of just reminds me of Imagine Dragons.
Yeah. Or Smash Mouth. Now I'm a believer.
But I just think, doesn't Imagine Dragons have a song?
They do.
Believer,
they do.
Yeah.
They do.
That's more current.
It is more current. So I heard that the trailer was playing in front of Oppenheimer, but when I sat down the seat, I was just thinking about watching Oppenheimer.
Right.
And when this trailer started for The Exorcist Believer, I was like, that's kind of weird because they were showing a bunch of like drama trailers and stuff for like upcoming drama movies. I was like, why are they showing this like cheesy, like generic looking horror movie? And then I realized when they started to play a little bit of the music from the original Exorcist, I was like, oh shit, this is the Exorcist trailer. So then I strapped in, prepared myself.
So I hate it.
There's this one spot where they show a little image of Reagan, and she's well, and she's, you know, just a nice little girl.
Mm-hmm.
And that got me for a second. It did.
Mm-hmm.
And then they show Ellen Burstyn's picture, the mom, and then they flash forward because she's in the movie. She's much older now. Obviously, she's like 80 or 90, I think the actress is now. And yeah, this movie just looks like garbage.
Yeah.
Just the, I mean, the kids are like walking around. Like the one kid goes into church. It's like the freaking, you know, Reagan in the original, like she was bedridden, like she had to
I
stay
guess
in
they
bed.
were possessed. They were walking around.
Yeah, she like walks
acting
in
like
this church and
normal,
like
or?
is saying something. I think it's like body and blood. She's like chanting in a church, and
Mhm.
everybody's freaked out. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then basically what it seems to be about is two girls are being possessed at once.
Gotcha.
And maybe it's by the same demon, and they eventually have to get them all together. And it's got the creepy woman from, she was in Hereditary. I think Ann Dowd's her name, and she was in The Leftovers.
Gotcha.
And, you know, she's kind of helping them out. She's like, I know someone who's dealt with this. And that's when they call on Ellen Burstyn's character, the mother from the first one.
Gotcha.
And so it's these two girls, and at one point they're like, their hearts are beating at the same time. So it was just very cheesy and generic. And then the last shot shows them like looking up, and they're all demonic faces, and it just looks like it's got too much CGI, and
yeah,
the makeup effects are very poor.
Is the trailer in black and white, or?
No,
Okay.
part of the trailer is in black and white,
Okay.
but it looks like a shit show to me. And to be honest, I don't even know if I want to see it.
Okay.
Are you wanting to see this movie?
No.
Then this might be one that I just don't make you watch.
Okay.
Because I just don't want no part of it. I don't want this to ruin the first one for me. And I feel like it will, because it's one thing to just make an Exorcist movie or whatever and call it The Exorcist, but to actually bring the stars from the original into it and make it a thing like they did with Halloween, it just, I don't want to see that. I don't need to see it. So I think it looks like garbage. And even if people say it's a masterpiece and it gets 100% on Rotten Tomatoes, I'll hate it anyway.
Oh, you don't know.
This is my Barbie. This is what I get to hate without seeing. And everybody gets one of those. So this is my pass.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. That's the way it is. Flash forward to October, we'll see it and we'll review it probably. But as of right now, I'm taking a stand. I don't want to watch this piece of crap. So there you go.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I'm hanging on by a thread.
All right, look, we got to cut it early. Let me read a couple more comments. We got No Bad Movie in here. Did Ken talk about his favorite actress, Florence Pugh's performance in Oppenheimer? Yeah, she sucked.
No, he said that her nude scenes were very tasteful. So I guess now I got to worry about Florence Pugh.
Oh, my God. They scarred me for life. I almost threw up. I really did.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
No, I thought she was fine in the movie, but to be honest, she was probably my least favorite character and performance, as she is always in every movie she's in. And I'm not even joking. Like, she's my least favorite part of the movie. But her character's kind of set up to not be that likable.
Right.
Let's see. David Jane says, haha, no, he didn't. I think he'd rather forget. Let's see. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang and Less Than Zero are two of the best RDJ films coming from an Iron Man fan. Yeah, I need to watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I haven't seen that one. Exorcist Believer sounds kind of woke to me. Yeah, I think it is. I think it's the wokest. Have a great night, folks, says Douglas.
You too.
Heard they CGI'd a black dress on her in some international cuts. Yes. We did talk about that a little bit earlier too. But that's our show, guys. Thank you for joining us. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment down below on what you think about Barbenheimer box office and the Exorcist Believer trailer. And well, the trailer hasn't come out for everybody. I got an exclusive. It's not out yet.
Oh, okay.
So you only get to see it in theaters. But hopefully it'll drop this week. And people stealing Beetlejuice 2 props. Let us know what you think of that in the comments section. And we'll see you guys later.
Bye, guys.